Polynomials, special products, perfect square. Okay, so what I want to do on this problem first is I'm going to write down the parentheses twice. But before I do that, if you look at the actual parentheses here, because see, you have this 2 here. See, it's written to the second power, so you're going to double the parentheses, write down twice there. But you notice that it's not in order. It's not in standard form. So I'm going to write this in standard form first. So I'm going to say 4x to the 5th plus 2x to the 3rd, and then I'm going to write it down again because you have it to the second power. Because see, it's got a little 2 here, so that 2 means you're going to repeat it. So the 2 means you want to repeat this. But again, the 4x to the 5th is positive, the 2x to the 3rd is positive. So let me write down the parentheses again. So we'll go 4x to the 5th plus 2x to the 3rd. So this is my first, and this is my last. And then we just go double smiles. So 4 times 4, that's going to be 16. And we got 5 x's and 5 x's, which is 10, and we're going to write that with our degrees. Now the inside smile is 2 times 4 is 8, and we have 3 and we have 5, so this is x to the 8th. The outside smile is 4 times 2 is 8, and it's x to the 8th. So we have a plus, because they're both positive, x to the 8th plus 8x to the 8th. Now we want to finish it with the last term. So 2 times 2 is a positive 4, and then we have 3 x's and 3 x's. This is x to the 6th. So we can go 16x to the 10th. We can add those together, so that's a plus 16 x to the 8th plus sign 4x to the 6th. So let's type that in. Let's go with 16. So we go 16 x, exponent is to the 10th, parentheses, we're going to go plus sign. We're going to go 16 again, because let me tell you why it's 16, because actually I kind of went over that. Right here you have an 8 and an 8, so the x to the 8th, the middle terms there, 8 plus 8 is 16. So that's where I got the 16 from. So this is also 16, and then we have letter x, but what's different here is going to be the exponent. So the exponent is 8. So your higher exponent was 10, and even though it has the same coefficient as 16, it's 10 with a degree. The second term is 16 with a degree of 8 there. Press your space bar, press your plus sign, and then finish it out with 4x, and then you have it to the 6. So press your AB key, press to the 6. So let's go ahead and check this. Okay, next one. When we look at it, it is written in standard form, which is good. You only see one parentheses, but there is a little 2 after it. So what you have here is you got 7b to the 5th minus b to the 2nd, and then they have this 2 there. So the 2 means you're going to repeat the parentheses. So this front parentheses here is going to be repeated. So let's I'll go ahead and erase this 2, get this 2 out of the way. So let's go ahead and rewrite that parentheses here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down 7b to the 5th minus b to the 2nd. This is my first, this is my last, this is my first, this is my last, and let's go double smiles here. So we got 7 times 7 for the first one. 7 times 7 is 49. But as for the b's, you see you have 5 b's and 5 b's. That's going to be b to the 10th. Okay, right here we could put down a 1, so negative 1 times 7 is a negative 7. You have 2 b's and you have 5 b's. So that gives you b to the 7th. Put down the negative 1 here. 7 times a negative 1 is a negative 7. And then we have b to the 7th. So notice what's happening here, because that I didn't really talk about that in the other example. But notice that the double smiles are actually giving you the same term. So this is a negative 7b to the 7th, negative 7b to the 7th. So what we're having here is when we're multiplying the exact same parentheses, we're finding that the middle term is the same. So now let's finish it. We got a negative 1 times a negative 1. Well, let's call it a positive 1. And then we have b to the 4th, because we have 4 b's there. Negative 1, and we have a total of 4 b's. So we're going to start off with 49 b to the 10th. And now we have the negative 7 and negative 7. Well, that's like you went to your mom, you got $7. You went back, you got another $7, so it's 14. So you need to pay her back $14. So this is going to be a negative 14 b to the 7th. And then you got the plus. Now you can write this with the 1 or without the 1. So you can have b to the 4th like this, or you can drop it and just have the 1 in its place. So let me write this a little bit better here. So you can write it as b to the 4th, so you can finish it as b to the 4th like this, or you could write a 1 in there. So it's really up to you what you want to do. You can write down the 1, or you can leave the 1 out. So we'll go 49, type in the b, AB key, and then we'll go 10. Press your space bar. We're going to go minus. This is going to be 14. This is going to be b. Let's press the AB key. This is 7. Press your space bar. And then we go plus. Now again, like I said, you could write down the 1 or without the 1. Well, let's say that I include the 1 with the b. Then I press the AB key and put down the 4. But remember, you don't have to put down the 1 if you don't want. Okay, so look at the next problem. First off, let's look at the parentheses. It is in standard form, so the letter is before the number. So we have the following. We have 4t to the 3rd minus the 5, and we're squaring it. So we're taking the second power, so we're going to write it down again. So that's what that 2 means on the outside. That 2 means that you're going to have to repeat the parentheses. So we come over here. We go 4t to the 3rd minus 5. So first, last, first and last. And then we go double smiles. So right here we're going to take 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. We have 3 letter t's and 3 letter t's. So this is t to the 6. The inside we got a negative 20 t to the 3rd. Now remember, we discussed last time, we said that when you have one parentheses and you're repeating the same parentheses, not only do you get the same parentheses, but you get the same double smiles here. So let's see if that holds up here. We got a positive 4 times a negative 5, so that's going to be a negative 20, and that's also going to be t to the 3rd. So it did occur here. It gave us the same thing twice. And then we have our minus 20 t to the 3rd. So we have minus 20 t to the 3rd, minus 20 t to the 3rd. Finish it. Now we'll go negative 5 and negative 5. Well, that's going to be a positive 25. So we get a positive 25. So we're going to start off with the 16 t to the 6. Now we're going to bring these together. So this is a negative 20 minus 20. So it's like you went to your mom, you got $20, and got another $20, so now you have 40. But you need to pay her back $40. So you go minus 40 t to the third plus 25. So let's go ahead and type that in. So we'll start off with the 16. We'll go with the letter T. We'll go AB key. Pressing the 6, press your space bar. Then we go negative 40. We go T. We press the AB key. This time it's to the third power. Press your space bar. Press the plus sign. And finish up with the 25. Okay, so the next one, when we look at the original problem there, it is in standard form. So it's 9y to the 5th plus 2, and we're squaring the whole thing. So we're writing it down twice. So right here, this is in standard form, but we want to repeat it because of that 2. That 2 tells me to repeat the parentheses. So let's come over here. Let's go with the parentheses. 9y to the 5th plus 2. So first, last. Let's go double smiles. So my first term here is 9 and 9. So 9 times 9 is 81. We have 5 y's and 5 y's. So this is y to the 10th. Inside smile is 18. Y to the 5th. Now remember, since you only have one parentheses and you're repeating the same parentheses, you do have the same parentheses, but you should also have the same middle term, or middle smile, or double smile. So the double smile should be the same. So if we check this, 9 times 2 is 18, y to the 5th. So we expected the middle terms to be the same. So now let's finish the last term here. 2 times 2 is 4, and it's a positive 4. So we'll go 81 y to the 10th. We'll add these middle terms together because they're the same, so we'll add the coefficients. So 18 plus 18 is 36. So I can say plus 36 y to the 5th plus 4. So let's type that in. So we're going to go 81 y to the 10th. So we're going to press the AB key. Press your space bar. Press your plus sign. Go 36. We'll go Y. Press your AB key. And this is 5. Press your space bar. Then your plus sign. And then 4. So let's go ahead and check this.